Hey y'all, happy Monday. Welcome back. It's Tiff here, and I am working in my dipped and sewn journal. So, this was a beautiful class that was one of the Bookmaker collectives, and this was Kristen Peterson's class, and it was an absolute pleasure and delight to just make all of these messy pages, which is totally in my flow. And I would love to let you know that now Kristen has this class available. If you would like to purchase it, she will have it available today. I think it's the first day. So, go check out the link, take her class. It is packed full of so much goodness. And because there is so much beautiful energy already around on the pages with the marks and with all the things, right? It really, the page just came together so easily. So I really love having something to kind of jumpstart a page for myself. And so I have all of these random giblets that are just sitting around close to my desk. So I was like, let me go ahead and just use these things up. And if you're new here, you may not know what the expression is of giblets, but giblets are really just the small pieces of fabric, the small pieces of paper that are just too good to throw away, and you're like, I'm not sure why I'm holding on to this, but I know it's meant for something great. So I came up with the term giblet because it just fits, and I'm Southern, and well, there's a lot of other reasons why, but that is the story today. So as you see, I'm just simply taking and tearing pieces and making more giblets, of course, and gluing it down with the Oohoo glue stick. Today's video is in real time, so in 11 minutes, this page is totally going to come together. And I'm just creating some breaks in some of the monotony of the coffee at the bottom there. That was, I believe, some coffee dye. So that is really the only thing that I'm doing here, is just trying to break up some of that that's going on. And I love how teal goes with all of these grungy colors, and I already had a few marks with it already. So hey, why not use that to my advantage and leverage that for the other page? And then I thought, do I want to pop a neon or not? I really could have went any which direction, so I'm gonna let it sit there a minute. Now, I grabbed this photo. Y'all, it had fell on my floor. I know, Tiff, you gotta do better. But it really was on the floor when I picked it up. And so I thought, this is a great size for this journal. So I'm probably going to use it. And lo and behold, I think this guy's name's Joe or Jerry. I can't remember now. I decided I would, excuse me, I wanted to make like a hinge or something because, and originally I thought, oh, I'll sew it back and forth on my sewing machine. But then I looked over and I moved my sewing machine around. Y'all, I was just being lazy. I was like, no, I'm not going to do all that. I don't know if y'all have ever watched the Angela, I can't think of her last name right now, but she's a comedian, and she does the character Bon Quickly, and she talks about complicated order. So that's what was going through my mind, like complicated order right now. So I took a little Oohoo glue stick and just tacked that picture down so I didn't have to hold it. And then I have some sewing thread, which is just a single thread. You could also use, of course, DMC floss, which would have actually made this probably be a little bolder. But it's what I had on my table. Y'all, this is a page that is all about what I have on my table. Like, literally, what do I have standing right in front of me besides the thing with the picture being on the floor? Everything else was all about what is on my desk. And so I'm sewing some X's here, just back and forth. I'm going to do a few X's right across the top with my needle and thread. And the needle that I'm using is actually a bookbinding needle, I think. But again, it was close by. I filmed this on Mother's Day yesterday, and I was getting ready to head out to my mom's, but before I went, I got up early so that I could get this video done. And so I wanted to I was just taking the lazy way out and just not wanting to fool with all the other stuff. So I'm going, and I felt like the first two X's were like very symmetrical. That's the word I'm looking for here. And I wanted it to be a little more like wonky, so I am going to make like some much longer stitches and some that are less pristine in my opinion, because that's just what I like. And the fineness, the fine tuning of that thread, and we talked a little bit, if you haven't watched the video, I think it was like 2 Mondays ago, I think, where I did the fabric collage. That thread and needle can be used just like pencil or just like paints, right? So I'm showing you there my stitches, and then the fineness of this thing was very hard to deal with when you're just using that one single strand. So I just cut it off, and I'm going to use my friend masking tape to tack down that thread and make sure that it doesn't get wild and willy-nilly, because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? And then I was like, Tiff, how are you going to attach the hinge? If I had my sewing machine and I wasn't lazy, I would probably do that. But guess what I'm going to do? Break out the long-handled stapler. That's right. If you haven't gotten yourself a long-handled stapler, then you are missing out. Go down, check out my Amazon affiliate links. The long-handled stapler is totally in there because I love it. I have used it for years. It is amazing that you can like staple things that are much deeper in your page than you could if you just had a regular stapler. So I highly encourage you to get one because they're fun and they're very inexpensive, like $14 or something like that. And so now I'm just piddling. And because I felt like the page came together like so quickly that I'm like, okay, people watch this video, Tiffany, what else you got up your sleeve? So I'm just going to kind of piddle around. I was trying to determine if I wanted to do like some black stabilo all around little Jerry there, or, but the barn in this picture is also part of the focal, so I couldn't convince myself that it was worth me isolating him and bringing him into the attention or not. And when I did that, I immediately felt like that was not a good move. And that's the luxury of so anyway, moving on, Tiff. I'm trying to find now, what did I end up what did I find as the words? So I'm scribbling because that's how I roll. I like to add some scribbles. I still couldn't decide on the hot pink or not. Oh, that's what I was saying. Is the beauty of having collage elements is instead of you having to paint something, you can actually test it out, like try it on like a pair of clothes and decide if that's going to be the move for you. And then in my large font book, I found these words, which is why I went back. and I'm going to put it under my flap of my picture of Jerry Joe there that I don't know this guy's name. And boom, bada bing, I am happy with it today. Now, may I go back and add to it? It's my journal. Heck yeah, I can do what I want to when I want to. So never feel like you have to complete something to a point where it is good. I always say it's good enough for today. So this is where I was, where I felt like the energy was taking me, and that is good enough for today. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. I hope that you had a beautiful Mother's Day. For all of the fur mamas out there, or the people who would love to be mothers but you haven't had that opportunity, I totally get it. I understand. I hope you also had a beautiful day and were able to celebrate as well. So thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what you waiting for, sugar pie? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment and tell me something amazing that is happening in your life. Y'all, it's my birthday month. I'm so excited. So I'm not going to hit my goal that I set forth in my 20K. But I appreciate each and every one of you are here. And until next time, y'all, toodaloo.